PJ, of all the ones you played, no, actually, I was about to say I like that one the least, but I actually don't even think that's true. I think as I was about to say that, I realized like, no, I actually do like that one. Never mind me, man.
No, but that other one though, the one I was with the vocals.
Yeah.
That was like a little demo thing. I was trying to see
If you can get somebody else on it.
somebody to actually do it,
Right.
because I just burned out of steam like real quick.
Nah, that was.
Having to do production, having to do the mixing, the mastering, everything, and then all of a sudden I have to sing it. It's like you're not only making the baby, now you have to deliver it. And
Like, but my work is done.
yeah.
I gave you the seeds, back them up. It sounds like Usher, I swear. I think, PJ, you'd be taking a step down if you were to have me sing that, because I don't think I could do a third of as good as that sounded, to be quite honest.
To be honest with you, because obviously you're doing too hard on yourself. The ballad is not really that hard to do. One. For two, you just have to grasp the emotional end of it to make it sound a certain way.
Yeah.
That's about it.
All right. Like I said, man, I'll play along. I'm just trying to more or less temper your enthusiasm. But hey, I mean,
I'm just in search, man. I had a female group that didn't pan out too well because they like to fight and shit.
Oh God,
that shit was terrible. That shit, I fought along with them trying to keep them together, and it
wasn't working.
Not at all. Like I be doing all kind of shit. I'm across the board genres.
Okay. Yeah, man, I love music.
Yeah, me too.
So, my dad had me listening to the Beatles.
Yeah.
And Pink Floyd. And The Doors. Like all of that.
That was the guitars. I accidentally pressed something. Sorry.
All good.
We'll go to the next one.
All good, all good.
My bad. I should have did that. What's this one? I feel Yahoo's gonna be outdated sooner or later.
Yahoo?
Yeah.
How so?
I don't know. I just feel like with Gmail and all that, like Gmail numbers on a different level.
Yeah, but so the little I know about that type of thing, Yahoo has Yahoo is a legacy. So like they were to the game first. They have other things that keep them afloat, like their news, their sports. They also do fantasy sports, but they're also Like I said, they're a news publication. So while Google might be lapping them and Gmail might be lapping them, and that could be also in your opinion. I don't
That's
know.
your opinion.
Yeah, I don't know that that's factual or not, but I do know that when I worked for the cell phone companies, oftentimes certain companies, their IT department will say, we don't want Gmail on these devices, or we don't want Ymail or Yahoo. Like each of them do things similarly, but they also differentiate in ways, and I am not intelligent enough to be able to tell you why. I do know that if they fall off, I don't think it's because Gmail is taking all their business, because those Gmail accounts they're free anyway.
Yeah.
So what they're getting is more or less paid off of their mail, I'm not sorry, their mail, their news, like
right.
their Yahoo Sports and whatnot. Because at the end of the day, everybody's getting paid off of advertisements. So as long as they got a platform where advertisers can advertise, they're going to keep putting content out there for people to consume, so that they can then fall victim to the advertisements that are either banner ads or click ads or whatever.
Yeah.
I used to sell advertising space for a website, so I know a little bit more about advertising than like a random person on the street, but I don't know enough to tell you exactly why some of those things are the way they are.
Right.
Yeah. What do you think, man? Is that a stupid toy, or what do you think?
Crazy. Yes, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. This beat, you think does?
More of an aggressive.
You know what I used to think about doing is a Freestyle Friday type thing here at the shop.
Yeah.
Like whoever think they got it.
Whoever hot that day, feel like hot that day.
Whether it's a barber or a client, just
Yeah.
say something, man. I got the platform. You want views? Like we all got, you know what I'm saying? Probably more followers than these kids do just from the strength of our cuss alone.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can imagine Biggie on it, you know?
Yeah, I hear that.
Like this, man. Go. I don't do all that no more, man. I just make beats. I try to just make beats and songwrite. That's all I want to do. And just sell ideas, man. That's it. Sell ideas. Everything else is too much for me.
Right.
Overwhelming.
Stay in your lane, man. You know where you at.
Yep.
But that's the beauty of being a refined, distinguished gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not bumping around the world trying to figure out who you are, what you are. You know what I'm saying? You know that. Now you just got to get real good at that.
Yep.
Being your best self. One of these days, man, you're gonna be an old dude like us, and you'll understand what we're talking about.
Oh yeah.
Right now, what, you 17?
Yeah, I'm 17 right now. I was in June.
In June?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, this one. This is my first time hearing this one. I think this is the one I want to purchase. If it's for sale.
It's for sale.
Yeah. Fucking shit. I think it's still recording as long as that red button is there. It has the stop sign, so just let it ride.
Busta Rhymes come in. Another nigga wanna hit it, how you nigga, what you want another one? And then you gotta know. You better you got a nigga be tripping, you know what it is. But you know you can sell a phone, fuck every hoe. Let me show you what you want, keep a cup, just you know we told. I never thought I would admit it, now you see that I'm famous and I got that ice on my niggas fro. You think before my nigga thinking nigga got it, but you don't, I'm a pro. Look, yo sir, let me think of what you got in my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just saying, that's the vibe, man. I think that'll go good.
And you need a little bit more coffee if you want to imitate Busta Rhymes, though.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, it gotta be.
He 2 or 3 more notches.
Turn off the deep.
Right. He's screaming a little loud.
Oh yeah. Let's go. You know that what we moving. Hey.
He aggressively smooth.
Mm-hmm.
He got like a strong, aggressive vibe, but he's smooth as hell. Do I ball this part out?
Which way?
Do I ball that out or do I?
I want it. Yeah, I want it like up there.
But I'm saying, is it bald or is this what you want, just higher?
Oh, I want to ball it.
Then, okay. Oh, you ain't got nothing before.
Mm-hmm. And I'm supposed to be eating lunch right now.
What up? You work up?
Oh, you want your backpack? Alright, where's my keys at?
If you gotta stand up, go ahead.
I got it.
And I can even get JC on there.
Appreciate it.
Oh, for sure.
You hit the button on the boy. High school already, bitch.
So this is the one?
That, yeah, I run with that.
Club members.
Mr. B, man, how do you like bitter colas, man?
Bitter cola.
How you like
It's the
those?
best.
Is that right? You ever had one?
It's the best thing.
What the bitter cola is?
The bitter nut?
Bitter cola?
No,
bitter
you
nut?
see the
Never
bitterness.
had
Oh my
What
god,
is
I
that?
won't ever fucking do it. It's a
When you want to know it's not bitter. Eh?
peanut.
Bullshit.
When you finish it, drink
What
water.
does it say so?
No!
Oh, when
Nah.
you
Okay, I'm gonna listen to
Say
you.
what?
Because
What
you
does
the
it say?
man. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's
drink
fucking
water.
drink
I
water.
want to try one,
We
I'll
see
go buy it.
Nah,
Right next
cold
door.
water.
I take your
You will
word
be
out.
enjoying it.
So yesterday we had a
You will not be enjoying it. So, but
six
if you
crackers in
chew
60
it,
seconds
if you
challenge.
take bitter cola,
And,
it works for high blood pressure.
I kept
cleans
making
your
money
cola.
off of people because they thought they could do it.
We
And
use it
then,
very much in Africa.
I want
Yeah, he ate
someone
it yesterday.
challenge. Yeah, I have me and
We
Cook
use it
had one.
very, very much. I take it every day.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
That
you
is what my
kidding
wife
me?
eats on.
Really?
Disgusting.
Yeah.
So then they were like, "Oh, I bet you can't eat one
Take
of
it
these
every
in a
day.
minute." So I ate.
You know
so I
what
ate.
it
It was,
really
I ate
lowers
it,
blood
but it was
pressure.
terrible.
It cleans the colon.
Still under that.
Yeah, I
want
want
man.
I made about
Yeah,
$160
and
on
if you want to enjoy this one well,
you ever tried the 6
Put it
cracker
in
in 60
your-
second challenge?
No, I haven't tried
Soak it in
any
liquor.
challenges.
You're supposed to soak it in liquor too.
if you soak it in local,
Okay.
okay, just
Go
find
get
2
it.
extra girls.
Go get
Let them stay somewhere with it.
Okay.
2 extra girls.
About to say
it. 2 extra girls. God,
Oh, okay.
Somebody not
alright.
gonna make it home.
Right. Somebody got the army crawl out my bed like,
Oh boy.
he tore the rest of me up.
Bitter cola. You know that is why
Yeah.
people in Africa, we don't joke with it.
No, okay.
We
Yeah.
don't joke with it.
They gave it to me yesterday, man. I thought I was gonna have to leave
Ah, you
work
didn't take
early.
it?
I ate it by itself.
Oh,
It was
and
disgusting.
you will see when you wake up this morning, how was your toilet?
I mean,
You
it's
didn't notice?
personal, but
Yeah, I had to hear this.
You didn't notice?
no, it wasn't
If
no
the thing
different.
really works, if you have buckets,
Buckets.
water bucket,
Water bucket.
where put water in it and carry it or put it yourself.
Oh god damn, man. Hey man, I got a young man in my chair, man. He ain't on over this car.
Hey, edit that.
Put a bucket on your penis. You will be able to carry the
You will be able to carry it.
Full of water.
Exactly.
You can carry it to another city.
But Miracola is good. Miracola is good.
It's good.
It's good.
Alright.
We don't joke with it in Africa.
Nah, it didn't.
Most especially it cleans the colon.
It didn't give me any, diuretic issues. I was
You
normal.
may not know, just once, but by the time you get used to it,
I can promise you, I'm only trying that shit one time. There ain't gonna be no seconds. I'm not going
no
back.
second time.
I said one time. I tried it yesterday, one time. It'll never happen again. I promise.
Correct.
I literally last night, I tried this around like 1 o'clock yesterday. Around 11 o'clock last night, I'm in bed and I'm watching TV and I still had like
The taste.
The taste.
the residue. I'm never doing that. I'm never doing it again.
You know anything that's bitter, any bitter thing,
Yeah.
cleans the system, and it doesn't give you disease. It doesn't allow
Antibody.
anything bitter is antibiotic.
Look, I'm gonna tell you what, man. Then I'm gonna take my chances with the
You
mumps and
motherfucking
measles.
Wolverine now.
But
Yeah.
one day I will not
I just
take
ain't gonna do it.
You know,
Huh?
for example, me,
Uh-huh.
I take it with this thing, garlic. I take it with garlic. Every
Yeah,
day.
that's what Reg was saying. His wife, she eats garlic cloves just like their popcorn. And
If
so-
not because of the perfume that I use, you will be perceiving the garlic in my body, the odor of garlic. That's what I take. I take garlic and pineapple. But my wife eats nothing less than 8 to 10 every day.
Good God Almighty. So can she keep her hands off you, or she jump on you all the
She
time?
can't. She can't keep it.
Ah.
She can't. She cannot do without it.
Well, I tell you what, man. When I hit that age where I need some assistance and I can't get my hand on the blue pill, I'm gonna pop a couple of them bitter colas and wear her out. But at the moment, you know what I'm saying, I'm still a self-starter. You feel me? It's just
Okay.
get naked in the sun,
But if you want to know the effectiveness of it, then take it for like a week, constantly for like 1 week.
But see, the problem is, man, I gotta have a woman
You
first.
feel the-
Cause the way that stuff make your breath,
You know, it's
your mouth
it's on
taste.
it's on like this synthetic drugs that has prescription. Like this one now, it doesn't have too much of it. You cannot have too much of you cannot take too much of pineapple.
Okay.
It can't be too much. Because the system breaks it's natural. The system breaks it down naturally.
Do you have an extra one I can buy from you, or?
And things like that.
use
The
it.
system, your system will
I
break it
think
down
I'm gonna
naturally.
check before I talk.
And it will absorb it naturally.
Thank
Don't
you,
bring
Mr.
none of
B.
that shit over here.
Yeah, keep. Oh God, he coming back with more. Oh God. Oh God. Why God? Oh God. Why
Like I said, no is a powerful word. You
Right.
gotta use it correctly.
Very misunderstood. Very misheard. It's cool. I got.
Oh,
Roman
you want
alcohol.
more?
Yeah. No, Mr. B. I said no. I don't want any. Oh, you want two?
You
I will
want
be back.
many? Okay.
Right. I will be back.
I don't have an extra.
Nah, it's cool. It's alright. I got.
Coming back, so you can cross me.
Alright.
Yeah. Since your ass so polite, man.
Appreciate you, brother. I mean, I didn't want to play the I did give you a pack of neck strips. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to pull rank on you like that. Cause we better than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you did. 'Cause you did cool.
Nah, I'm Rick or Troy didn't come this weekend. I don't know why.
He said he's gonna come every week, man. But
Well,
Rick,
Troy said that. Rick, I don't remember him saying that, but I think when he realized Troy was coming every week, he was like, nah, I ain't gonna lose this shot.
Yeah.
even though he has many.
Right.
But, you know, we all are part of an intricate piece of this.
Come back with the music, and it would be cool if you came back with the elliptical, but I understand.
I know, now that it's only two something, well, almost three. I ain't gonna be able to come back, go there and come back. But what I can do is I can still email you everything.
On it.
So I can get you an email. I'll get you email tonight.
I'll text it to you. I'll text you when I get done with the cut.
All right.
you want this ball part up higher? Can you see it?
Yeah, that'd be,
little higher?
that would be better.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Tell me when to stop.
Right there.
Do you not have school on Mondays, or you just get out early?
Oh yeah, I get off early. I get off at 12:55 every day. Yeah, because I'm a senior, so I don't have to take 6th and 7th period.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
finish up on my credit, so
That's love.
yeah.
And when do you turn 18 in June?
Yeah, June 19th.
And when's the last at school? Like June 6th?
No, it's May 25th, I believe.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's a double win.
Yeah.
You're gonna act a fool in a couple weeks. I should. Yeah, I was kind of like you. I did early grad, so I graduated the first in Minnesota. The school I went to, we had trimesters. So I graduated after my 3. Yeah, I
Okay.
graduated after my first trimester my senior year because I had taken care of my business beforehand. And so I think I graduated. What that would have been like, right? I think like right before Christmas break. That was my last like week. You know, that was my senior year.
Okay, so did you graduate alone?
No, there was a handful of, like, don't get me wrong, I wasn't like the smartest student at my school, like that's not what I'm saying, but like I never took study halls. Like they tried to tell us in like my freshman orientation that we were supposed to take study halls.
Right.
I just never did it. I just figured, you know what I'm saying, I wanted it real easy. I wanted my senior year to be easy, you know, and so, and then it just happened to work out. I was like, one of my football coaches was my guidance counselor. So I was undecided about going to play, trying to go play college football. So at the time, I wasn't thinking about doing it. So I had a heart-to-heart with him. Was like, honestly, man, I just kind of want to get out. I just get out of here. I can't wait to graduate. And he was like, shit, man, there's, you know, you have enough of your core credits, and at this point, all you really have to do is take 3 study halls a trimester to graduate, so that A, doesn't mess with your GPA, and B, if you don't want to take any of the classes, like because you have everything you need, you don't, like we can't make you take any extra courses. So it was in the cards that I was able to do it, but it wasn't because I was like a gifted student at all. But I want to say only like 2 other kids, if I remember right, chose to do that. Because a lot of kids, like, and I was like this too, where like I like the social aspect of high school, but at the end of the day, I was tired of waking up at fucking 6.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To get to school at 7:15. So I was just like, nah. If I'm gonna do this, I gotta get paid. I'm gonna wake up this early every damn day. I need to be collecting a paycheck. And so I went to work right away, and then I realized like I don't want to do that. So then I enrolled at a college a couple hours away from where I grew up, and walked on to the football team and made it. Played 2 years, and I quit.
Why'd you quit?
You say why?
Yeah.
Well, so football is college sports is like a job.
Okay.
And initially, I was just I wasn't ready to stop playing football. I thought I had a lot of years left in me, and I did. And I wanted to prove to myself that I was good enough to play, and I did. I wound up starting the end of my freshman year, and then the beginning of my sophomore year, I was a starter, and then I got moved down. I was a receiver. I got moved down to a third receiver. So I was still technically a starter because we ran a three receiver set. If you're familiar, but I went from being an outside receiver to being the slot receiver, the inside receiver. But like I said, we were a pass heavy offense, so we ran a three receiver set almost every. Well, we ran at least a three receiver set every play. Every now and then we have 4 and 5 receivers. But yeah, so I wanted to prove to myself I could do it. But it was just so much work. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, man, I just wanted to get some ass. Like, I was just going to get some ass, man, and like party, and you know what I'm saying? So like, in football, it definitely helped me gain access to some chicks I probably would have never ordinarily had. But then once I was a part of the in crowd, I was like, I don't need football for this.
You're a part of what?
The in crowd. Like, I went to a small school. Well, it was a smaller school, but our football team, we had the best. So I went to a Division I junior college. So we were non-scholarship, we were scholarship. We were non-scholarship. We were non-scholarship, but we were national champions for like 6 or 7 straight years before I got there. So like we had a really big football organization, and so like all the chicks wanted to like, for real, like they wanted to be a part of that. And so I call it the in crowd, like, you know, being a part of the football scene or whatever. I was a part of the in crowd. But once I played and I was a part of the in crowd, I no longer needed football to like get chicks because I was already getting like, yes, I won. So that's why I quit, because I was just like, man, I was only really playing football to get some ass. Now I got more ass than I can handle. I don't need football no more. And yeah, man, I just got tired of it. Plus I was having injuries. Like, I have kind of bad feet. Like, the bridge in, I don't remember what, I think it's my right foot. I'm kind of flat-footed as is. And the bridge in I think it was my right foot collapsed. So it was painful. It was weird because it was painful to walk, but I didn't have any problems running with that injury. No, that's not true. That hurts to run and walk. But I also tore both my meniscuses and my knees, and that was painful to walk, but it didn't hurt running, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I got what you mean.
Yeah, and so the meniscus, when my bridge collapsed, I actually couldn't even walk. I remember I was on crutches for like a few weeks. But yeah, man, like football, man. Even if like you don't believe in the concussion, like the correlation between football players and the concussion, because some people will say like, well, soccer players have more concussion than football players. So even if that's not a concern, all the collisions you have every play, like that stuff adds up. Like to this day, I have a hard time throwing a ball of any kind, softball, baseball, football, whatever, because of all the collisions I had, and like my shoulders are bad. And so I just knew I wasn't going to the NFL. For a brief time, I thought I could, I thought I wanted to, but man, I'm so glad I got out when I did, because even though I deal with a lot of nagging injuries, I know guys like my little brother. He played semi-pro for I want to say 5 years, maybe more. And like we both have varying degrees of lingering injuries from our days of playing football. And he played longer and made it much farther than I did, and I can only imagine what he's going through, because the little stuff that I dealt with is kicking my ass on a daily basis. But yeah, so that was, long story short, that's why I graduated high school early. Bring that back full circle. What do you think?
Yeah, let's actually perfect on the sides.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you wanna?
I can see it was this. Actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
Be in there?
Okay. Uh-huh.
Bet. And then you said an inch off the
Yeah,
top.
like an inch off the top.
And then do I do a razor edge up on your? Sorry. You might want to get that. I'm happy endings here, brother. Do you do I do a razor edge up on your?
Not really, because I'm not really like showing off the front, and I'm just like letting my hair down for now.
Oh, okay, okay. So then I shouldn't edge it up at all.
Yeah.
Okay, then I won't edge it up. Alrighty then. How many girlfriends you got, man?
No, I'm not saying yet. No.
Why is that? You choose to be solo?
Yeah,
or?
I actually choose to. So,
Okay, yeah. Smart move, man.
It's not a skill.
Right. Yeah, I wish I had that kind of restraint, man. That's my biggest weakness is women.
What about you right now?
I got a couple chicks I'm like chit-chatting with, if you will. I got no commitments yet, but see, like I'm a lot older than you, so you know I'm in a different place in life where I'm like I can see a point in the near future where I would be comfortable like settling down, wife and kids, stuff like that. So, but nah, man, I've been here in Texas a year, dated a handful of chicks, but nothing too serious just yet. But I met this chick a couple days ago. She pretty cool, so I'm gonna see where it goes. But man, if I were you, stay a free agent, bro, for a little bit, you know. But I know the older I get, like the harder it is to find like a really like good chick, because like a lot of really good chicks got men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like
I see what you mean like that.
yeah, if you think she a good chick, other people probably see it too. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, it's kind of hard to run into women near my age, but they're out there. So you said about an inch. Give me a second. Oh, shit. First and 10. Yeah, first and 10. Yeah, I think your phone's having problems. Who are you looking for, buddy? Yeah, what up, HD? What's going on, boy? Because of the way you talk. You fucking stupid. He said this ain't. You fucking stupid, man. He said this ain't me. Nah, PJ just stepped out, but it's just me and him for now. Oh, Red was here earlier. Yeah, well, shit, they both dark skinned, but the one that sit on our row. Oh, yeah, all right. I'll see you in a little bit. Very, very slow. Yeah. All right, man. when I get through this pass, if you need it shorter, just let me know what this is. That's what the inch looks like. Did you say your brother comes here?
No, I don't have a record.
Oh, I thought you said you and your brother play. Or did you say you and your
My
cousin?
cousin.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Does your cousin come here?
No, my cousin. I don't know what he does actually. To say, I'm pretty sure he hasn't been cutting it lately.
Oh, just
Or if he does, he probably does it himself.
gotcha.
Yeah.
So that's about an inch.
Serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going?
No, this is perfect actually.
Okay.
Just wanted to at the point like where my hair doesn't cover my eyes.
Right. Well, let me. Do you wet set it or do you put? Do you keep it dry?
I keep it dry.
All right. Well, maybe that was bonus. And you say you let it fall forward.
Yeah.
So when it's wet, it's gonna fall longer because the weight of the liquid is gonna make it fall. I'll blow dry it if you want, so you can see how it'll naturally lay. Cut some more?
No, it's actually no, cause like my hair usually like curl up, and then it'll end up going higher.
Oh, okay, bet,
Yeah.
bet. Cool. All right. Shit, man. If you good, I'm good. Just clean you up. Make sure I got the lining all good. Get you. What you gonna get back? Where is it? All right, here comes the phone. All right, my girlfriend.
Alright. I appreciate it.
Oh man, hold up. You got a lot of fun.
Alright, so I use that app, so I don't know how that works.
Yeah, so okay, so the way that works, it only takes payment